All right, so let's start with the big story that we're tracking on WION at this hour, and this is to do with what is happening in India's national capital, New Delhi. But before we start, we'd like to remind our viewers that in this sensitive time in New Delhi, it is important not to pay heed to rumours that are doing the rounds and to exercise restraint. So let's start with the appeal that was put out by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has appealed for calm. In a tweet that he put out 3 days after the violence started, he said, and I quote him here, "Peace and harmony are central to our ethos. I appeal to my sisters and brothers of Delhi to maintain peace and brotherhood in all times. It is important that there is calm and normalcy is restored at the earliest." But despite of this, there have been reports of sporadic violence and arson that have been reported from areas such as Bhajanpura, Karaval Nagar and Mojpur in East Delhi on Wednesday night. The death toll has now risen to 32, with over 200 people having been injured in various degrees. The Delhi police has filed 17 FIRs and has so far arrested about 106 people in relation with the violence, which the Delhi police claims for its part has been brought under control by and large. And also India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, whose principal job is to advise the Prime Minister on matters of national security policy, was seen walking through the violence-hit streets of Jafrabad, accompanied by a police convoy. This after the courts said that people with Z+ category security should be out on the streets to ensure that violence immediately stops. Now, Ajit Doval has assured the local people that the administration is doing everything that it possibly can to restore normalcy. Listen in to what Ajit Doval had to say.
सर, आई वांट टू टॉक टू हिम। सर, मैं ये बोलना चाह रही हूँ, यहाँ जो भी हो रहा है, सर हम रातों को सो नहीं पा रहे, वी आर नॉट फीलिंग सेफ। सर प्लीज लेट मी कंप्लीट। सर यहाँ पे इतना अनकंफर्टेबल फील होने लगा है सर। आई एम ए स्टूडेंट सर, मैं पढ़ने नहीं जा पा रही हूँ।
कॉन्फिडेंस इन द लॉ एनफोर्समेंट एजेंसी, पुलिस अपना काम कर रही है, पुलिस स्टडी के साथ सिचुएशन इज अंडर कंट्रोल। तरफ जो है पूरी वो है, आइटम साहब ने पूरा एक चीज का अरेंजमेंट किया, एक गली के अंदर आप देखिए।
Meanwhile, India's Home Minister Amit Shah is in fact under fire from the opposition. He's chaired several meetings with the police top brass. Congress President Sonia Gandhi has demanded that Amit Shah should resign if he is not able to contain the violence, as the Delhi police in the national capital reports directly to the Home Minister. The Delhi High Court has also rapped the Delhi police for its failure in registering even FIRs against leaders who have indulged in hate speech just before the targeted violence broke out in the national capital. A Supreme Court Justice K.M. Joseph, while hearing a petition on the Shaheen Bagh protest, lamented on the lack of professionalism in the police force in containing the violence. The Section 144 has been imposed in the affected areas and shoot-at site orders have been issued. Now, the Mojpur Babarpur metro station area in the city has been the epicenter of the violence. This is where it all began after the troublemakers who were armed with lathis and iron rods started to roam around with impunity. The police has been accused of either being complicit or looking away while the mob took over the city. There was arson, homes, shops, vehicles and also a petrol pump was set on fire. The houses were barged into. Several media reporters were also roughed up, and some of the media reporters were asked what their religion was while they were going about reporting on the violence that was being perpetrated. Now, eyewitness accounts allege police inaction. They accuse the Delhi police of being extremely partisan. Now, others say that the violence was in fact orchestrated. They say that it was timed with US President Donald Trump's visit to India. The Chief Minister of Delhi has also called the situation as extremely alarming. In a tweet, Arvind Kejriwal has said, and I quote him here, "I've been in touch with the people the entire night. The police, despite all of its efforts, is simply unable to control the situation and instill confidence." He said that the army should be called in immediately, but it needs to be pointed out that the army has not been called in. In another tweet with pictures of the injured attacks, the Delhi Chief Minister said that Hindus, Muslims and policemen, no one has escaped this violence. This madness must end immediately.